The second technique is going to be using purely pencil to recreate our object as a textural object. And thinking about texture, here are a couple of examples of texture drawings. So here are some apples using hatching and cross-hatching. One, of course, could have done this exact same drawing using line or tone, but drawings can focus on texture if that's your choice. Here are some buildings and trees, a texture-focused landscape of buildings and trees. And just to show some of the many different swatches of textured examples that one can practice with. So the education department will surely give you a lot of examples as ideas for you to practice texture. I've started my textural drawing first of all by doing a line drawing, which is, again, I traced my initial continuous line drawing from the line drawing lesson, and then I recreated it using a very faint line. And looking at the texture of my actual object, I'm not drawing tone and I'm not drawing lines. So this is not about photorealism. It's about how to recreate the object in a way where texture is emphasized. So I'm going to challenge myself to work a little quickly. And the reason that I'm doing this is so that I don't get locked into trying to be perfect, because then I'm going to lose this kind of textured effect that I want to create. So I'm doing the woven part of the shoe, and if I'm to go into the beads, I'm going to do sort of little circular movements. If I'm drawing around the piping, I might just do some lines. And then looking at the silk, there's kind of like a crisscrossy feel to it. So I'm looking at all the different parts of the shoe, and I'm trying to recreate this shoe using as many different textures as I can. And of course you can go back then and look at contrast and tone so that your object stands out and you start to get this form or illusion of a form developing. Okay, so this is probably going to take me a good hour to recreate this object using texture. I don't want to rush it, but I hope I've given you some examples of how to start a textured object using pencil and focusing on texture.